Hello. We are back once again. We are back. Back off hiatus. Back off of suspension. We were taken off of the podcast airs because we are too damn toxic. The wires were corroding. We were just breaking down. All the microphones were melting. But the toxic trio is back. It is me. It is the True Heel Phenom. It is SP3. We are back once again with the true face of the Jobber Tears podcast, Sir Wilkins. And of course, the living legend himself. One word. Larry Morgan.
Did you miss us? Oh, I know you guys missed us. Oh, man. How's everybody doing, bro?
I'm doing great. I'm doing good. I got my my Ronda Mania shirt on today.
Oh,
so,
man,
so
she's
I
beautiful.
feel glorious.
That's
feel glorious.
the goddess, man. Our Lord and Savior, Ronda Rousey.
Our Lord and Savior, Ronda Rousey, bless me on this Sunday that we are taping this edition of Toxic Talk. Sir Wilkins, how you feeling today?
I got food poison.
Oh,
What?
my God.
Are
I
you
got that one
serious?
time, though.
I had it
But you get that shit all the time, though. How do you always get that shit, though?
because I eat anything.
Yeah, I know.
Pause.
Whoa! Wowzers.
I went out.
Yowie.
My mom got crappy sushi. Was like, yo, here. I woke up this morning, basically on the toilet, leg fell asleep, penis in the toilet water.
Yo, bro, I'm going to tell you what. I hate that shit, bro. When, I got to fucking hold my penis up and shit, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, man. It's
Yeah,
like,
So-
that
it-
sit down is tough.
Yeah.
it was rough. It was rough, but I'm getting over it. I don't think I'll be doing anything tomorrow. I had an appointment tomorrow, but that's not happening.
And this guy is here taping, bro.
He's a trooper.
He's a trooper, man.
It's like I think it's like the solid third time.
Yeah.
Like the solid.
I remember last year around SummerSlam, me and you had fucking food poisoning together.
Really?
Yeah, man. I got food poisoning. I went to a fucking restaurant after SmackDown, I believe, and they didn't cook the meat right. And I woke up on Wednesday, and I was like, oh, fuck. Oh, God, son. When you're a fucking carnivore like we are, bro.
It takes a lot for y'all to
Yeah,
get
man.
food poisoning.
Oh,
yeah.
fuck, man. Yeah.
Yeah, it was rough, and it was rough, but life goes on.
But you guys are both here. You guys are healthy. How you been? Whoa, that was quite the splash right there.
That's Larry opening up his course.
How you guys enjoying the summer so far? We live in New York. We've
Really
had
good,
heat
man.
waves already.
Oh,
and
fuck, man. It's hot today, bro.
oh man, yeah, it was.
I'm walking in today. I'm sweating, bro. And actually, I was at a bar earlier, my neighborhood bar called Fulton Ale House. Shout out to them. My friends tape a podcast over there from the bar.
very
nice.
Yeah, they wanted me to be a part of it today. I was like, nah, because I was actually kind of on a date. Kind of thing. Yeah.
Okay,
So,
okay.
Shout out to my friends over there, Ron, Sean, DJ, and Will over there. They shoot a podcast and shit. Shout out to them from Fulton Ale House. They was like, yo, come on, man, come on. I'm like, oh, next week. But I was actually on a date with my friend Lydia.
Name drop.
Name and drop.
So that means she's important.
Oh man.
She's pretty important. So,
Okay.
yeah, she's cool. Me and her, we've been friends for about 4 years now. So, yeah, we were kind of on a date 'cause it's a bar and lounge kind of thing. So we were watching a Mets game earlier. Fuck the Mets.
Why would you do that?
Why would I watch the Mets game?
Yeah.
That's the only thing that was on TV.
Ah, okay,
That's
got you.
man.
That
My
makes
Yankees
sense.
are still in first place, but Houston,
It's nipping at their buttholes,
bro,
out
Houston is fucking sniffing our assholes right now, bro. Houston is like a game behind us, bro. They're right there, bro.
They are, but do you think they're really like
No. I have it on good authority that Houston is afraid of the Yankees, bro.
They're afraid. You have it
Yeah.
on good authority.
I have it on good
Who
authority.
is this good authority?
Houston fans that they are afraid of the Yankees, bro. So yeah, they're pretty good, but they haven't played us that much yet. We beat them in a series earlier this year, and but they're catching up. They're in Central AL Central Division, so they're doing their thing real quick. They're catching up, but we'll see them. Houston, you have a problem.
He switched that around real quick. So what is it like? Why are they so hot right now? Why are they coming nipping at the?
Well, they're doing good. They have a
Yankees?
very good pitching. They got good hitting. Altuve he's the MVP 2 years ago, and their pitching. Kluber is pretty, so they got some good. They got some boys, bro.
Did she enjoy the baseball with you?
Yeah, she did.
Oh, she like sports?
Yeah, she likes sports. Yeah.
She's a baseball girl? Or?
No. She's more of a football, basketball girl.
Okay.
Like as most black girls are.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah. Most black girls.
Oh, yeah, I heard that. Yeah, he's with a black girl, ladies.
Yeah, represent. Yeah, for all those ladies who were upset about that episode, me and Larry were alone.
I love black women, man. Why don't y'all think I love black women? Fuck.
I just love how you guys are like. Larry's is about to sign that contract. About to be on a championship team soon.
Oh, I don't know, man. We'll see.
No, Larry is like Kawhi Leonard. Like seriously, he's dabbling and he's talking to all the different teams. He's talking to the Toronto Raptors.
But he name dropped this one, so it's looking like.
Well. Kawhi Leonard name dropped the Los Angeles Lakers, and you saw how that worked out. So.
That is true. That is true. That is true. That is very much true.
And Sid is like, goddamn, why?
Man, this nigga. But anywho,
yo, bro, football is coming up, man.
Yes.
You guys still have y'all boycott going on because some bum ass player can't make a team,
this guy.
or nah?
Well, we can get into that debate because Well, I'm gonna be visiting the stat king who gave you the numbers to support your Mark Sanchez.
Shout out to John Paul, bro, because man,
Kaepernick.
motherfucker, yeah, that's pretty good. He scientifically broke it down, bro, of what I've been saying all these years, man. But
what were you saying?
Huh? What I was saying was Kaepernick is not that good. He's not that good of a quarterback, bro.
No, they figured him out. After he won the Super Bowl, they figured him out.
And I said the same shit. When we were watching the Super Bowl, Ravens and 49ers, Kaepernick went on that run. He beat the fuck out of Green Bay. And I'm sitting there sitting right next to my boy. We had some chicks there. One of them, I think, was half naked or whatever. And I was
That's a good time.
drunk as hell. And I said to my friend, I was like, yo, I really hope this kid could throw from the pocket because this offseason, and that was 2013, February 2013. I was like, because honestly, there are going to be defensive coordinators sitting in dark rooms 12 fucking hours a day, 7 days a week, trying to figure this motherfucker out, trying to figure this read option out, trying to figure this pistol offense out. Lo and behold, that's what happened. He was a sitting duck, and so was RG3. Other quarterbacks that are good quarterbacks, like Cam Newton and Russell Wilson, that did the read option, they adapted because they're good quarterbacks. They did the read option. They figured out the read option, but they're still good quarterbacks. Kaepernick and RG3, they got figured out. They were done.
Well, the thing is, you said everything on the point. It's Kaepernick, RG3 are athletes. That's what they are. They're athletes, meaning that they're athletic.
Well, everybody that gets drafted is an athlete.
No, but I mean that they don't have that they're not a QB. They're not quarterbacks.
They don't have a quarterback's mind.
They don't have a quarterback mind.
Not
So
at all.
and they don't have the tools of a quarterback. That's what I meant when I say this athlete. Like,
Yeah.
because an athlete could be the nigga at the gym. You know what I mean?
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So,
We're athletes.
yeah, so super athletic. They could obviously they're elite athletes. But you made the good point. What happened with Vic?
Well, Vic was
Vic,
he
he
adapted.
adapted. He adapted.
He had to adapt.
Especially the Eagles years. He threw from the pocket.
But he threw from the pocket. He had to adapt. And because when you put a QB spy, that middle linebacker sits there, waits for your ass.
Oh, yeah. No, but Vic was an athlete. Vic was a quarterback.
He was a premier
but
athlete.
His arm was stupid.
Yeah.
Was stupid. And then we didn't know what happened because he had the dog trial situation, so we didn't know what would have happened.
Just BS.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
That's
way bull. A lot
bullshit.
Yeah, it's
a lot more bullshit than Kaepernick, actually.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of it's a little bit of race played into that. I'm not gonna go into that, but that's whatever. When he came to the Eagles, like you said, he adapted. Fucking one of the greatest coaches of all time, Andy Reid.
Nah, I give you that. No, he is, man.
He don't have a ring. Leave him alone.
Exactly.
He doesn't
have a ring. And you know what? And you know what?
Put him in there.
Sid, you could claim that. You got it.
I
You
can't
got
put
it.
him in there.
But I will always think he's one of the greatest coaches of all time. But you are right. He does not have a ring, so I can't nothing to back it up. But
bro.
Andy Reid helped him out, and he was able to have I think he had like a solid year and a half, whatever. But 100% right. The NFL is chess.
Mike Vick was a beast, bro. Can I just say that motherfucker?
Yeah.
That motherfucker.
That was a freak of
beast,
nature.
bro. He was an athlete. He was a quarterback from the pocket. He could throw. He can run.
His
he can
accuracy was
scramble.
trash, though.
I I don't think that. Bro.
No, I don't think
His
that either.
accuracy wasn't that
I don't
great.
think that either.
Trash.
As far
It
as
wasn't
the long,
Peyton Manning's accuracy, obviously. But
no,
I
he
mean,
wasn't pinpoint accuracy. But as far as the long ball, he was accurate as hell.
Yeah, because he had an arm. But
yeah.
the thing about it also, Vic didn't go through his reads.
the only knock on Vic was he was too small, man. He was what 5'11".
Yeah, he was
And
5'11".
to be honest, at
maybe.
that time, he didn't have any receivers. He didn't really have receivers like that on the Falcons when he was like really getting his 1,000 yards rushing years. He didn't have receivers.
And then he sat behind Chris Chandler for 1 year too. Chris Chandler, I remember Chris Chandler was like a kind of a journeyman quarterback. I think he played in the Super Bowl that year when they went to Super Bowl. They played against the Broncos.
Yeah.
What was it, 99? Where they had Jamal Anderson doing the Dirty Bird shit.
Yeah.
I think that was like 99 and shit. I think Chris Chandler was the starter. And Vic, he played behind Chris Chandler, so for I think a year or two, I believe. So yeah,
You're right. But no, I am not boycotting football this year.
Hope not, man.
I told you guys I'm gonna look for a new team.
Giants.
No,
Come
no,
on,
I'm
son.
good.
Come
I'm
on
good.
home.
I'm
Come
good.
on home,
I'm good
man.
on that.
Come on home.
I told you guys before. I'll say it again. The only new Giants I ever liked were the Little Giants. That was the only Giants I ever
remember that
liked.
movie,
The
bro?
New York Football Giants. I would never like
Come
them. I
on,
would never
man.
be a fan. I would never be a fan of the Cowboys if that makes you happy.
No,
I will,
fuck them.
I will also never be a fan of the Eagles.
That makes me
I
happy.
won't be a fan of anyone in the NFC East. That's it. That's just me.
As long as I'm not a fan of the Cowboys or fucking Redskins.
Here's the thing, bro. I mean, like you're a Peyton Manning fan.
Yes.
Peyton's little brother plays for the Giants. Come on over. bro.
That's nice. That's
Nah.
nice and all. But I had to deal with years of Giants fans telling me that Eli's better than Peyton because Eli's got
he's
two
not.
and
He's
Peyton's
not,
had
man.
one.
Now Peyton has one, too.
Until
Now
Peyton,
Peyton has two.
Peyton got his second one. But I'm like, are we really comparing a guy with 5 MVPs to his
Well,
little brother?
Eli does have 2 Super Bowl MVPs. Peyton only has 1 because that last Super Bowl,
Von
Peyton-
Miller got that one, right?
Vonnie
Von
Miller.
And
he
Peyton
deserved
didn't
it.
do anything.
Peyton really
He
got
didn't do
carried.
anything.
Like, Peyton was
He
what,
got-
40 years old?
Yeah.
40 years old with a bad neck.
Yeah, and
come
a
on.
bad knee. And Peyton got carried to that Super Bowl,
He did.
bro.
He did. I will admit
yeah,
that.
Yeah, but
But he should have won the 2 others before that. But
Well, he should have won against the Saints. And
But the Seahawks, that was just a debacle.
Oh,
A
man.
debacle upon debacle.
that defense is one of the best defenses I've ever seen. And I mean, you have the 78 Steelers. You have the 85 Bears, which I think is the greatest defense of all time.
Yeah, definitely.
The 2000 Ravens, fuck them because they beat the Giants in the Super Bowl. You know,
They beat the Giants. They
the-
whooped the Giants' ass.
they whooped
34-7.
that Giants'
Man.
ass.
I remember they beat that
What,
ass.
no love for the 2002 Buccaneers.
That's
Okay.
another good
Okay.
defense, bro. That's a really Warren Sapp, John Lynch, Brooks.
I will tell you, like I liked Peyton Manning, but the game that really I was like, okay, Peyton Manning, you're one of my favorite players of all time, is the Peyton Manning comeback against the Buccaneers on Monday Night Football.
Oh,
I think in
man,
like
yeah.
2003. That's where I was just like, nah, this is my dude. This is my dude. This is my favorite player
Peyton
in the
is
league.
insane, bro.
Because he
I
did that
think-
against one of the greatest defenses of all time.
I'm
if
a
it
Brett
wasn't-
Favre fan.
Yeah, I am too.
Ride or die.
I like Brett.
I
like
think,
Brett.
but if it wasn't for rings, Peyton Manning would be clearly the GOAT.
Yeah,
But it's Tom Brady because he has 6 rings. So
exactly.
they're talking about that, but it's like, the system and everything. But if we're talking actual talent,
It's Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning.
it's definitely Peyton Manning, bro. It's got to be Peyton Manning, bro. And I love Peyton Manning, bro. And people saying Eli Manning's better than Peyton, I'm a
Who
Giants
said
fan,
that?
bro.
There was Giants,
motherfuckers saying that shit,
dead
bro.
ass Giants fans who said
There was
that.
motherfuckers saying it, and you know how I mean, man. And I fucks with the Giants, but dog, Eli is not better than Peyton, bro.
No.
And then they fucking compare Eli and Peyton. I would more so compare Eli with Brett Favre
That's a better comparison.
because they're
yeah.
both gunslingers. They're
Yeah.
both, oh shit, you're covered by 2 motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck. I'm still gonna throw it in there. Yo,
Yeah, yeah.
That's them, son. Yo.
Yeah, I'd say it's a better debate if you compare like Eli Manning to Aaron Rodgers. I would say I feel like that's a better debate because Eli has stepped up more in the clutch moments than Aaron, honestly, in my opinion. Aaron is a better skilled quarterback. He has better numbers. He's got the MVP, but Eli is better in the clutch, in my opinion.
Thing is, the Packers had Aaron Rodgers since 2005. It's now 2019. 14, 15 seasons right now, and they only got one Super Bowl. Imagine having Aaron Rodgers and you only got one Super Bowl, bro. I'm just saying.
Imagine if Eli just had that one from 2008. How would he be viewed right now?
And
he got shitted on last season with two titles.
Yeah.
So imagine if he only had one in that miracle season where they beat the Patriots.
The Patriots, man.
Yeah,
and the Giants weren't even supposed to fucking win that
But
shit.
that thing is because New York media is fucking assholes.
Well, that's true. That too. You know, we all live in New York and we all watch sports and we know how the fucking media is.
They rip apart every star player on every team.
Dog, we're the city. We are a city that has booed Derek Jeter at one time or another, bro.
Yes.
And Derek Jeter is fucking God here.
Derek Jeter is the greatest athlete in
Derek
New
has
York
4,
sports
right?
history.
Or 5?
He has 4.
4 rings, and
Yeah.
you still booed him in.
Yep.
When you fuck up, you fuck up.
That's what happens in New York. That's
That's
what happened.
absolutely ridiculous.
New York Yankee fans, us Los Angeles Laker fans, we are very greedy and selfish and very in the present type of people. So, what have you done for me lately? Basically, is our
Type of thing,
is our motto.
Us big cities are like that, man. It is what it is, man. The football season's coming up. I can't wait to see what my Giants do. We got a brand new backup quarterback, Daniel Jones. Can't wait to see what he does. He's a athletic kid, so you know we'll see what happens, man.
So if taking bias aside, who would you say is the best team in the NFC East?
Bias aside, this guy.
The way he
He's
just
looking
looked at you.
I know, right?
The way he just looked
Bias
at you.
aside, bro, the best team on paper right now is Philadelphia Eagles.
I think we can move on now.
He was like, I don't even want to talk about football no more.
I think
I don't
we can
even want to
fucking
talk no
move
more.
on.
On paper, am I lying or what?
No, on paper, but real all bullshit aside, Eagles have the best team on paper in the division.
Yeah.
The Dallas Cowboys are very close.
I feel like the Dallas Cowboys wins the NFC East this year.
I don't know, man.
The thing is, I'm a little worried about it, them winning it, because if you look at it, everything's in place, everything is stable. And me and Larry are talking about this. My only issues with the Eagles right now is that our quarterback, Mr. Wentz, is like he has more injuries than the fucking he's just bad, bro. He's broken across the board, and like everybody's is on eggshells to try to make sure that he doesn't fucking like.
This is his third season, correct? Or
No, this is
fourth season.
Okay.
Fourth season. I don't think he has to play like his first season. His rookie season, he played a full season.
Yeah, he was actually pretty good. He was decent.
And then the second season injury.
was when he got injured and Nick
they won the
Foles took over.
championship.
Yeah, but then the thing about it, I think they were like 11-4 before Nick took over.
yeah,
It was a good. They had a good record.
yeah.
And then Nick took over and then did his thing. And then the season after that, same thing. He got injured. We still made it to the playoffs, but
Well, that was last season.
yeah, that was last season. We still made it to the playoffs, but then
They
now
beat the Bears when they missed the fucking kick. Remember that shit?
Oh man.
I was in a. Were you with me? I don't know if you guys were there
I
with me.
think
No,
Yeah.
you know what? I think
I was there.
it was a pay-per-view.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
a
it was,
pay-per-view
and
that
then
day.
we were watching upstairs, and then this dude was a Chicago Bears fan.
Yep,
Yeah, man.
yep.
And he thought they had it in the bag. He was like, "Yeah, we're good." Blah blah blah. He took his phone out, about to start snapping it, like put on his Instagram. Yeah, we're about to win. Boop.
That fucking kicker, Casey. What the hell is his last name? Casey something. I don't
Casey,
know,
you were dead.
Yeah, man. You had Bears fans wanting his fucking head, bro.
Do you think the Bears win the NFC North again?
I believe they do. Because the Vikings, they have a pretty good defense, but their offense is still suspect. They had Kirk Cousins at quarterback, and I still think he's overpaid. He's not a bad quarterback, but I think he's overpaid. Kirk Cousins is. So yeah, I think the Bears win. They got the best player in football right now. So yeah, on defense. So
Okay.
You are 100%.
and
right.
Khalil Mack. You know what I'm talking about.
He'll knock your head off. He'll knock your head off.
Khalil Mack to me is the best player in football. I said what I said. I'm here for the argument. I'm here for the smoke.
He want the smoke.
Yeah, I want the
think so?
smoke.
He want the smoke.
Anybody want to comment and I'll mailbag and want to come at me on Twitter or whatever, Facebook, IG, I said Khalil Mack is the best player in fucking football right now. Who won it? I'm here all night.
Who want the smoke?
He reminds me a lot of my guy, Lawrence Taylor, bro.
LT?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Well, LT changed the game. And the biggest thing
also,
about...
LT is undefeated at WrestleMania, too.
This
That
is
guy
true.
does it all.
This is true.
That guy does
This
it all,
is true.
bro. He's
In the
undefeated.
main event.
And the main event of
In the
WrestleMania,
main
he
event.
is undefeated. That motherfucker does it all, bro.
he almost has as good of a record as me. So yes, I give LT a lot of credit.
And Bam Bam ain't no fucking slouch, man. Bam Bam Bigelow is a fucking Hall. He should be in the Hall of Fame.
That was a great victory.
I thought Bam Bam Bigelow was gonna be in the Hall of Fame this year.
He should have
Past
been.
year, yeah, in New Jersey. What the fuck?
We can do a whole episode on the people that WWE should have put in. The
Hell
Hall of
yeah,
Fame.
but we're gonna save that for True Hill Heat and Jabba Tears. Some
There you-
great podcast people. You want to listen to those. If it wasn't for those podcasts, Toxic Talk wouldn't exist.
Hold on. This may sound random. So my boy is going through some situation right now.
Uh-oh.
All right, here we go.
Oh, okay.
So he just texted me. He's like, what should I do? So he has an ex
Okay.
who they broke up on weird terms. Like she basically had to move to another state.
Oh, that's kind of like my
Yeah.
last,
Yeah,
last
you're-
episode.
yeah.
bro.
But, you know, they talked here and there, but but the way she moved was like, didn't tell him. Like she just upped and left and then ignored his calls. Because she was scared of how whatever happened. Now, we're moving forward. She ends up getting engaged. Still talks to him back and forth. They get engaged. The engagement doesn't work out right now, right?
Okay.
Now, he just texts me. He's like, "Yo, bro, she just hit me up. She's in New York. I'm hanging out with her right now, but she's talking about let's try this out again. Let's try this all over again. But I'm still hurt by her just up and leaving and not really telling me.
Yeah.
What do you think you should do? Take her back?
Well, I'll let Larry answer it first because I know Larry would probably have a different perspective than me.
How about you answer first, Sid?
You don't want to be petty, Larry? Okay. Well, no, he shouldn't take her back because he's gonna have that thought in what she did in his head the entire time, in his head, and more importantly in his heart. How corny that sounds, but yeah, it just is
corny at all,
no,
man.
but it just is what it is. If you're having those feelings and those emotions when you're hanging out with her for the first time, it's not wise to be listening to her being highly emotional and just thinking off emotion and not thinking with her head. And you need to think with your head in this situation, my brother. And you need to not go back into that situation if you have doubts right now.
I agree with Sid. Completely agree with Sid. Like, you can't just, like, roll right back in, waltz back in like nothing happened, you know?
I think you should just fuck, though.
But he fucked already, though, right?
No, but she's back. He should fuck again.
That was the petty thought.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. People think, oh, sex is just, like, good for the man. No, women love sex, too, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, having sex with her is giving her, like, benefits as well.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, but he still wants to get his nut off.
Here's the thing, bro. Like, when I tell people all the time, I'm like, okay, during sex, who's the one making all the noises, making all the funny faces, breathing heavy? All right? So that means they enjoy sex more than. Put your headsets back on, Wilkins. Son, that means they enjoy sex way more than we do, bro. Last time I had sex was, I think it was Friday night, bro. Today's Sunday. All right, cool. So, bro, all right. So for my last sexual experience, bro, she's the one breathing heavy, making funny faces, making all the funny noises, And yeah, I'm grunting a little bit, and like and when I nut, I'm like let it out a little bit. But the entire time, 30 minutes, 35 minutes, 40 minutes, fuck, just shy of an hour, fuck, man. Shit, I let it out.
Just shy of an hour.
Fucking, yo, she's the one making all the funny faces and shit. So I say that to say this: women love sex way more than we do. Way more than we do, bro. I think
I could definitely agree with you on that one. I could
concur
definitely
there.
agree with you on that one. I've been yelled at because we weren't having enough sex. Like dead ass. I was like, yo, we had sex yesterday. I'm good.
And then yeah.
Like, yeah, you're right. You're right.
So he would be benefiting her a lot more than him, I guess.
Exactly.
So.
Especially the older you date, the more they love sex, bro. Dating a 39-year-old, bro, they love sex, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like I always said, if a cougar says coffee, tea, or me, guess what? If you think coffee and tea is on the menu, you're sadly mistaken.
Absolutely. Whenever a woman over 40 asks you to get coffee with them, it never means they want coffee. You literally can tell them, I don't drink coffee, and what they will say is, neither do I. Having a drink of coffee and tea, that's what that means.
I play dumb. I ain't gonna lie to you. I play dumb. I never want to expect anything.
You look like the type of guy that like cougars love, though. Bro.
Exactly.
Yeah, because when I was on Tinder, it was legit 38 and up.
Yeah.
And I was cleaning up.
That is me.
And I was cleaning the
That is me
fuck
all
up.
day, bro. Yo, all my friends, everybody knows I love older women, bro.
Yeah.
They know I love older women.
Listen, Brandy.
He can't even get it out.
There's a porn star named Brandy, and she's a cougar. She is on the list of if I need something to go to, she's what I go to. Brandy Love.
I was about to say, I was
It's
like,
Brandy.
you can finish
not
the
lying,
name.
bro.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
Brandy Love.
That's
You're
one of
not
the
That's
lying,
the
bro.
consistent that I go to.
That's one of those clutch ones. Yeah.
Ryan Connor, Brandy Love, and Lisa Ann.
How about
Lisa
Lena
Ann,
Lena
absolutely.
Ramon, bro?
Ooh.
You know what I'm
Ooh,
talking
I know
about.
exactly what you're
yeah,
talking
bro.
about.
Yeah, boy. I like Lena Ramon. And then the other, I forgot her name. Bro.
My goat is Gianna Michaels because she treats it like it's a sport. Like she wants to outfuck
Well, it's a
everybody.
sport to them,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, she
They're getting bread, bro.
No, she's like a scorer. She's like I'm trying to get as much buckets. I'm trying to fuck as much as any other porn star. Like she wants to be the MVP of every porn
Hell
she's
yeah,
in.
man.
So I appreciate that. I
Yo,
appreciate the hustle.
Sky Jolie too. Sky Jolie. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
That's a
Hispanic.
classic.
Hispanic, bro, and she's oh man, yo.
That is a classic one though.
Yeah, man. What? But anyway.
Cherokee.
Oh yeah, Cherokee. Yeah, hell yeah, bro.
That's like high school.
Absolutely. Cherokee right
What am I
there.
doing? What am I doing?
But moving on, we're
Are we done with our football talk?
yeah.
Because
for
I
now,
still
because-
didn't figure out who I'm gonna be a fan of next year. I mean, I like
Don't
my
even worry
quarterbacks.
about
I
it.
like is Andrew Luck and Patrick.
I like
Mahomes.
Andrew Luck. That's my
Why don't you pick Kansas City?
I kind of want to, but I would feel like I'm jumping on
The
a bandwagon.
bandwagon?
Yeah.
Every year fantasy football, I pick Andrew Luck as a quarterback. I love
Me
Andrew.
too.
I'm a
Me
huge,
too.
So why don't you stay with
huge Andrew Luck
Huh?
fan.
the Colts then?
because of what they did to Peyton Manning.
Yeah, they literally shitted on Peyton Manning.
They shitted-
after
and
all Peyton Manning did for that fucking franchise. After all he did for them, they fucking shitted on him. They threw him out on the wayside on the fucking curb, and then oh yeah, fuck you. They fucking they threw that season so they can get Andrew Luck. They had a Curtis Painter was the starting quarterback. When
Curtis
Yeah,
Painter.
exactly.
Exactly.
See, like what the Colts did would basically be if Anthony Davis never throughout last season said he wanted to leave the New Orleans Hornets, like he was dedicated to being the New Orleans Hornet, but he got injured in that last season, And then they got the number 1 pick for Zion Williamson. And then they basically just said, you know what, Anthony Davis, yo, fuck you. Get out of here. You know, we got Zion. We're good. That's basically what the Indianapolis Colts did to Peyton Manning, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time.
After all he did for them, bro, he brought them to relevancy.
Sounds like a typical
throughout
relationship.
fucking 2000, bro. Peyton Manning was their guy, and then all of a sudden he got hurt. He got old. Oh, fuck you now. And then he went to the Broncos, and he did his thing on the Broncos.
Exactly.
He would still put up numbers. He won
set
a Super Bowl.
record. He set the single season touchdown record. I mean, eventually
he had 7 fucking touchdowns in one game.
Yeah.
I think it was against the Ravens.
Yeah.
I believe one season. 7 touchdowns in one game. That's a tie for a record. I think he I forgot, was it Y.A. Tittle was the who had that record, I believe.
But hasn't Peyton done like 6 on multiple occasions? Six
I don't
touchdowns?
think 6, but he 6.
Six he's done. He's done on multiple occasions. 6 touchdowns in a game.
Man, and then they just threw him by the wayside.
Which doesn't make sense why people say Eli's better than him.
Exactly. Eli's not. And I'm an Eli guy, and I love Eli, man.
Eli's a good quarterback. I'm not getting no.
Yeah, obviously I'm a Eli. I love Eli Manning. That's my guy. But he's not better than Peyton, bro. Come on.
That's insulting.
Come on. That is insulting.
That's
bro.
insulting to our intelligence.
Y'all want to go to the mailbag?
Yeah,
Yes,
let's go to the mailbag, bro. Let me see. What do we have here? We got to go to one of Wendy's questions.
I have it right here.
The great Wendy. Shouts out to Wendy.
Want me to say it?
Yeah,
Yes.
go ahead, bro.
So, Wendy's question is, my question is, in a relationship, does guys like to debate with their significant other in a good way or a bad way?
As a man, I do enjoy it. Except I feel like with women, they don't. It's a very thin line where they don't realize that us as men, we can debate without emotionally getting involved in the debate. Women have a hard time with that. Like, they will turn a debate if the guy is winning the debate. It's like, oh no, now you're calling me dumb. Like basically, it turns into a whole different type of like debate. We're talking about who's the best, who's the best wrestler, and it turns into, oh, so you're saying I'm dumb and I don't know how to explain myself. I don't know how to talk anymore. I don't know how to talk anymore.
Nah, he's right, man.
It turns left very quickly. So it depends on the female. It depends on the temperament of the female, in my opinion, as a guy, from a guy's perspective.
What do you think, Larry?
No, it's the same thing, man. Like, I actually kind of like debating with the woman I date to, like, get their mental capacity, you know? Like, to see where they are, like, speech-wise, what they think about, like, issues in the world and shit. So, it's, when I debate, it's not, like, trying to call them out on their stupidity or whatever. It's more so trying to get to where they stand, you know. We will debate on politics, you know, sometimes religion. I'm not really religious, but sometimes religion, astronomy, anything. We could be debating on anything, and I just want to see where the hell she stands. And this is why the last episode I said I can't date young girls, because it's like they can't debate, bro. Their mentality, their mental capacity is way lower than ours. So I've actually dated younger girls. Actually, when I was like 29, 28, I was dating girls like 20, 21. And I'm sitting there like talking to them. I'm like, yo, you're a fucking dumbass, yo. Like, you're fucking dunce, yo. Like, sitting there talking to them like about like real world politics and everything. You know, that's when Obama was in office. And we're talking about politics, and they're talking like, and I'm like, yo, this motherfucker is fucking dumb. I can't. So I have to actually, when we're at dinner or we're out, you know, having a few drinks or whatever, or grabbing a bite to eat, I need to hear that your intellect.
Yeah.
You know what you're talking about, you know? So the whole debating thing is, yeah, I feel that when I debate, it's like to get a gather on how smart they are.
Yeah.
Kind of thing, yeah.
It's different from like debate, because I do a lot of debating on like these different podcasts.
Yeah, we see.
as well as social media. So I have like different perspectives on where I go with those debates, but
Yeah.
within like a female, it's like really to see like where her mind is and where it goes as far as like the debate, depending on what the topic
I
is.
know you probably debate with Tia a lot, son.
Yeah, I mean, we got into debate the other day because she insulted what I was watching. I was watching a great matchup between Tomohiro Ishii versus Jeff Cobb in the G1 Climax, and she said, "Why am I watching this crap? It's sloppy. It just looks like two guys just barreling
Man,
around
I know
each
you
other."
tore. I know you ate her ass.
Her
bro.
favorite match,
Literally and figuratively.
Her favorite match of all time is Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels, the Iron Man match at WrestleMania 12. So I told her.
She said she was there though, right?
Yeah, she was there.
So the probably is, man.
So yeah, it was.
That match is overrated.
That's what I said.
That match is overrated.
Ishii versus Cobb was better than that match. I was like, that match is 30 minutes worth of rest holds, 30 minutes worth of decent to good action. It was not
Bret
better.
and Shawn had to fucking kill time, bro.
It was not better than
It was
Jeff
a good
Cobb
match,
versus
but
Ishii.
I think Uncle Dave gave it what
I think
4?
4 1/4.
4 1/4
at the time.
think, yeah.
I think it was good for the time.
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
we
yeah.
can argue with that, but bro, when you watch it back,
It's
you're like,
it's a struggle. It's a struggle.
Yeah.
It
I
could-
watched it a few times. too, man.
I was watching the other day. I was like,
I don't think there's I feel like every other 16-minute Iron Man match WWE had after that was much better. Like Rock versus Triple H,
Yeah.
much better. It had a lot of bullshit finishes, but it was always fun.
They had a
I
learn.
liked Brock and Kurt Angle.
Brock
on
and Kurt
SmackDown.
Angle had the best one. Had
Yeah,
the best
that
ever.
one was pretty
Ever.
damn good. Brock and
Ever.
Kurt Angle was pretty damn
Ever.
good, bro.
Ever. But she disrespected Cobb and Ishii, so I had to tell her that.
Yeah,
and-
I know you had to tear
yeah.
into that.
She did admit she is a WWE mark, so
well, at least she admits it.
Yeah,
Some
exactly.
people don't, bro.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly. But it's fun debating about like wrestling and the fact that she is a wrestling fan, and we are able to debate like that. She's also a Brooklyn Nets fan, and I'm a Los Angeles Lakers fan. So we're kind of holding out hope that KD comes back healthy, so we can go to some NBA Finals games.
So
in the
you
next
like to
couple of
date
years.
wrestling fans? What's up with your brother? Your brother's the only fucking yo. Shout out to Mr. Black, man. Shout out to Mr.
the
Black,
talented, hilarious Mr. Black.
Hell yeah, bro. But he's the first male wrestling fan I've ever heard say that he doesn't want to date a woman that's a wrestling fan. What the hell? What's up with that? Mr. Black, man, yo, check in with us, man. Comment, bro. What the fuck, bro? I need answers, man.
I think he just wants wrestling to be his sanction, like his place for himself.
To get away, his
to get away from all the bullshit that from the world, and you know what I mean. I've only dated one girl who liked wrestling my entire life.
Okay.
Every other girl just didn't know nothing about it.
Yeah.
But I get it, and it makes things easier, especially for dates.
It
Yeah,
definitely
yeah,
does.
of course.
Like,
Yeah,
hey,
hell
we're
yeah.
gonna go to the show, and you're gonna enjoy it as well, because obviously you have a podcast, you do other stuff with wrestling, so it's like it makes it easy. It's like, hey, I gotta do this research, kinda.
Yeah.
And you do stuff, and it's good for your brand.
Yeah.
I think it's because he wants to have that to himself, and he doesn't want to talk about wrestling with a girl. Because shout out to Jaquan, he thinks that many people think that women can't talk about wrestling. Jaquan, calling you out.
Oh,
Hey, Jaquan.
J-Con, we call you out, man. Yo, they was like you a fucking what'd y'all say? Womanizer?
Misogynistic.
Misogynistic, sexist.
Yo, J-Quan, they said you were sexist, bro.
I would say Jaquan is wrong because the beautiful, lovely Miss Chrissy Love on
Yes.
True Hill Heat. She proves
Shout
that.
out to
She
her.
proves that.
And
So
she
she doesn't
knows her
even watch
wrestling.
like New Japan and AEW like that, but she's able to. talk
Janelle's
about
able to
it.
talk about
Exactly.
But speaking of
Janelle, too.
sexist,
Hell yeah, Janelle.
Ness has a has a question.
Oh, here we
Speaking
go.
of sexist, damn.
I love you, Ness.
Just buried Ness. Ness is the man. Ness is a gentleman and a scholar.
He is.
hell yeah, bro.
He is with a whack pullout game.
Goddamn,
Well,
Ness.
damn.
You need to work on your pullout game, bro. You got some beautiful kids, bro,
Maybe he
and they're
doesn't
gonna
wanna work
be
it out.
legends and everything, bro.
Nah, he does. His family's beautiful.
His
He's
kids
a
are
great
beautiful,
father,
bro.
too.
Exactly.
He's a
Exactly.
great father, bro. But he has some real beautiful kids, man. His youngest son, he has his daughters. They're smart girls and shit. But Ness, bro, you gotta work on your pullout game, brother.
But he
You
had
know
a
what I'm
great
talking
question,
about,
though.
man.
He had a great question. Probably one of the better questions from the mailbag. He says, he said, question, guys. Women say that they want to be treated as equal to men, but then want to be treated special just for being women.
It's a natural double standard, but I feel like it's just another form of evolution. This is
Explain.
This is all.
You gotta lean into that.
This
bro.
is all evolution. I said, like we said before on previous episodes, that in culture, with women, it all evolves. Women always wanted to be like treated special. Then we had a whole era where women wanted like equality. They wanted to be on the same level as men. So now we're at a level where women want everything.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, that's not really an evolution.
No,
Women
it's
have
true.
wanted everything for a very long time, but basically it broke it down. Like they had their long stretch where women wanted to be treated special because they were the women, they were the provider, they were the nurturer of the family, they were cooking the meals, they were providing, they were the homemakers. Then they had the era where they wanted the equality, they wanted the same job as us, they wanted to be the lawyers, they wanted to be the doctors, they wanted to be the in the court, in the government, all this other things. So we had that long stretch as well, and we're just coming out of that. So now we're in a new era and a new evolution of women want both. They want to be special, they want to be the homemaker, but they also want the equality. They also want to be on the same level. I'm not saying it's fair, but I'm not saying it's very surprising.
Bars.
What about
That's bars, B.
what do you feel, Wilkins? About
Okay,
that, man?
All right, I'm gonna keep this is based on like an asshole shit. Listen, I am all for women having equal rights, which just comes like, if you're putting in the work at a job, you should get paid for it.
Yes.
Point blank.
Absolutely.
Just point blank. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, Yeah.
So you should get paid for it. You should also, have the right to vote. You should be able to like anything in like regular shit, like job, home and shit it could be equal. But if you out here saying women are better, we should be treated 100 just like men, then when we go out, you pay half this bill. And when I get to a restaurant, you pull out your own damn chair. You pull out your own damn chair.
Or you pull out mine.
I would like that sometimes. How about you call me beautiful? So you call me beautiful. Make me feel pretty. Fuck that shit, son. Fuck that shit.
I'm more of the traditional male, man. I feel like we should be paying. We should pay all the entire bill.
I agree.
We should pull out their chairs. We should walk on the right side of the fucking sidewalk with them on the inside.
Yes.
We should put our blazer
With-
over them when it's raining outside.
Yeah, I will say that's the number one thing that I was taught like at a very young age is that walking on the inside, so the cars are in your direction. And women nowadays like legit like don't understand that.
They don't understand.
They
that.
don't.
Many of them don't understand that.
I do that all the time with my girlfriend. She's like, "Oh, it's not that big of a deal." I was like, "It is a bigger deal to me."
Because you're not a whore. You're my girlfriend. I'll stand over here.
Yeah, and it's a lot of times.
I feel like macho with Liz, like stand here.
Yeah, it's like, yo, a few times, like I believe in opening the door for them, but there's a few times I go on a date and we're approaching the door and it's literally a foot race to the door. And I'm like, yo, that shit is so annoying because I'm trying to speed up to the door to open it for her and she's like walking mad fast to open this shit. And I'm sitting there like, yo, fuck. Like, yo.
I remember I was on an elevator once. I was going to a nightclub. It was like a rooftop nightclub. And I'm heading up to the elevator. It was packed with women in the elevator. Just me and like probably like 5 chicks.
Uh-huh.
And the door opens up and I stand there because I was always taught the woman goes first.
Yeah.
Let them out first and then whatever. And one chick was like, you ain't gonna go? And then shout out to her friend for understanding like being polite. She was like, listen, he's letting you go first because you're the lady. And you guys just raised a good point.
Yeah.
Many chicks, and shout outs to us guys for being shitty motherfuckers,
For so long.
don't understand like polite shit that men are supposed to do.
Uh-huh.
So this is my little philosophy on this. They never got polite shit.
Yeah.
So they don't know how to handle it.
They don't know how to handle it, and they also don't know like this is how things should be. But they're like, you know what? I need my equal rights. I need blah 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 blah. I need this and that. Yes, you need equal rights, but certain things just relax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me do this.
Let me do this. Like, and it's okay. And some overly feminist women make it bad that a woman wants to like cook and raise a family. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, there's nothing.
There's nothing wrong with that. And like some of these feminists like, try to put that down. Like, nah, we need you women. You gotta breed, B.
Yeah.
Exactly. You're the
Like,
leaders. You're the family makers.
You're like keep a family together. Like who's one of the greatest people that you ever know in your life? Your mothers, right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. And like these feminist chicks be like, there's something wrong. But then when a guy's like not treating you nice, this is what you wanted.
Yeah.
It's true.
You didn't want me. You think it's too sexist for me to call you beautiful. Well, I'm not gonna call you beautiful. I'm not gonna get you flowers. I'm not gonna pull the chair out for you anymore because you wanted to be overly super right. That's stupid.
Yeah. They make us stop doing the things that make us men, that make us gentlemen. So.
But it's a relationship. It's like on a team. Is fucking Shaq gonna bring the ball up, or Derek Fisher's gonna bring the ball up?
Yep. Derek Fisher's gonna bring the ball up. Shaq's gonna get it on the inside, like 10 feet away from the basket.
Play your position.
You gotta play your role.
And sometimes roles will be switched up. It happens, whatever. But it's okay. Like I think that shit is so whack. Like you don't want me to pull your chair out? Like come on, Ma, shut the fuck down. Yeah. Shut up.
And I'm super like traditional with like being a gentleman, like opening the doors and stuff like that. So that's literally me, bro.
But a lot of chicks don't even live that life.
So I have a mailbag question.
Go ahead, brother.
That's directed at Wilkins.
Oh man.
Yaya the Gifted One wants to know, why do you keep cock blocking Janelle on the Job and
good
Tears
one.
podcast? Yaya the Gifted One is one of the great independent or professional wrestlers out there. Very young, talented individual. He works in North Carolina. He
talented
does some work
wrestler,
in
man.
Battle
Shout
Club
out to
Pro. Him. And he says that you are apparently cock-blocking the lovely, the beautiful Janelle from HR on the Job and Tears podcast, your personal best friend. How dare you?
Chat us up on that.
No, there's nothing wrong I'm doing. I'm protecting her from fuck boys. If I go through your page and you smoking weed, you ain't do nothing with your life, I'm going to look at you and I'm like, nigga, no. Nigga, no. And I know Janelle very well. She's not in a place for a boyfriend right now.
She's not in no place.
She's not for that right now.
Okay.
So I'm cock blocking. I'm protecting her from herself.
What?
Awful.
I'm not awful.
Awful.
No, I don't think that's awful, man. I have some like homegirls. I don't really go that far doing that shit, but I mean, like, I see where you're coming from.
Nah. Sometimes you gotta be like, nah. Denied.
Access denied.
Chill the fuck out.
I remember she was dating some like Samoa Joe looking guy. What happened to him?
It didn't work out. Exactly.
Oh, it didn't work out.
Exactly.
I remember the motherfucker looked like he literally looked like Samoa Joe, bro.
Yeah, we all know she has a type.
She has a type, yes.
Yeah. Body, no, hold on. Bouncers and hookah smokers.
FNU
hookah smokers and beards.
And beards.
Fucking, they gotta, like, FNU guys.
FNU
they have
guys.
to be, like, over 290 pounds. all the dudes she likes is, like, fucking big motherfuckers.
They gotta be linemen and linebackers.
Yes. So that one dude she brought, I was like, yo, that's literally Samoa Joe.
Bruh. I'm just trying to make sure she succeeds in life, bro.
I think she'll be good, bro.
There's no distractions.
But that's good that she even like allows you to do that, because I've had female friends that just have a type and just go with it and don't allow me to like be the filter for that. So it's good that
because sometimes you don't see it, because she's done it with me. Like she's looked at girls that I've dated and she's like, nah, this is not the one, ma. It's not the one, dogs. It's not the one. Like she hated my ex.
Yeah.
Like absolutely hated my ex, but it is what it is.
You talking about the one that
almost got me locked up? Yeah. She hated her.
They won't let you.
Well, we all hate her, bro.
Yeah, we do. Especially after that episode when you explained everything.
Any other thing for the mailbag?
You got one, Larry?
Let me see what we have. Body shaming. Oh, that was Ramel. Why is Ramel's fucking name Anthony Smith? He said he was gonna fucking talk to us about that. Fuck, man.
Yeah, what type of name was that? I don't get it. Mel Scott has some explaining to do with that name, Anthony Smith. We're calling you out. This is your first shout out on the show, Mel Scott. Why is your name Anthony Smith? You could put it in the comment section on our YouTube channel.
I got my friend Aaron Bowles fucking giving me hell because the Red Sox beat our ass this weekend. Fuck the Red Sox. Shout out to Aaron Bowles, bro. AB. Fuck. He's a Red Sox fan though. But I think I seen a good question, bro. Where is it? Hold on.
See, I got ours right here. So we got
Oh, Yari. She had a really good question. Do you think relationships will come back from cheating? Why?
No,
why not?
no. If a girl cheats, you're done.
Now,
If a guy cheats, it's different.
Yeah, exactly. I want to touch upon that. No, it's kind of different. That's a good question. Shout out to Yari. Do you think a relationship come back from cheating? Why or why not? Well, it's different. All right. So, if a guy cheats on a girl, like 9 times out of 10, the girl takes him back or whatever, because it's like, oh, well, a guy's going to be a guy. He can't keep his dick in his pants. So guys are just all they care about is sex, yada, 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 or I don't care. If a girl cheats on a guy, completely different. The way us guys look at it is, yo, you saying that man is better than me?
Yep.
You're saying he's more man than me?
That's true.
As a woman, it's like, okay, well, my boyfriend cheated on me with some girl over there. So she's a home wrecker. She's a fucking slut. She's not more woman than me. I can still look in the mirror and feel like the same woman I was yesterday, you know?
Yeah.
A man can't do that. If a woman steps out on him and fucks another dude, it's, yo, this man is more man than me. Like, I don't even feel like the same fucking man. I don't even feel like a man anymore.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like, it's harder for a man to take a woman back after cheating than it is for a woman to take a man back. A woman can just be like, okay, whatever. You just dumb. You couldn't keep it in your pants. Blah, you know? But a man is different. And women don't understand that shit. They really don't.
You broke down the psychology to that very well. I will say that 100%. I agree with that. That's the way men and that's the difference between men and women and the way they think about cheating in a relationship.
Absolutely, man. It's completely different. I've never been cheated on to my knowledge, but I've known men that been cheated on, and they're like, yo, nah, fuck that bitch. Yo, she literally just told me I'm not a man anymore. Men feel that way. Ladies, this is how men feel when you cheat on them, or a man that gets cheated on. They literally feel like they're not a man anymore. They can't measure up to the man you cheated on him with, you know? But y'all still feel like, oh, well, that bitch on the side, she's just a whore. She's a whore. She's a slut. Ah, fuck her. I'm still more woman than her. I don't give a fuck. You know, so it's easier for y'all to take a guy back. But a man is like, no, I can't. Because if I take you back, every time we're having sex or if I'm kissing you, I still see that motherfucker having sex with you, you know?
So
and
true.
I've seen fucking guys go through that shit. Like, it's crazy the stories I hear. I have friends that's like, yo, I can't even look at her the same. I can't even look at her the same, bro. You know?
I think it's because men can't forgive. We don't know how to forgive.
Yeah.
Women know how to forgive. They don't forget because they'll bring that shit up.
Yeah, they'll drag it.
They'll drag it, but they know just their nature. They can forgive, and that's it. And some chicks are just homewreckers. I remember one time I was at a bar I used to work at, and I was having lunch with one of my homegirls, and at the time I was dating some chick I worked at the nightclub with, and this girl knew the chick. So me and my homegirl having lunch, and the waitress is serving us. She was like, "Hey, Wilkins, how you been? Blah blah blah, this and that." She was like, "You still dating that girl?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Would she allow you to cheat with me?"
Wow.
I don't know if she was drunk on the job, but my homegirl was sitting across from me while we're eating, and I was like, "Yo, what the fuck is going on here?" But it just shows you that some chicks are just like, "Yo, I'm just gonna fuck. Like, I like you. I'm just gonna fuck." And it goes back to what you said, like and that's how some girls see it. Like, yo, she's just a hoe.
Yeah.
But when a girl cheats, a lot of times it's like, yo, and when a girl cheats and you ask them why, they give you a breakdown of how what you fucked up on and what you said, and it makes you feel less of a man. You weren't there around there for me. You haven't been there. You don't make me feel special. You don't make me feel beautiful anymore. Like the whole breakdown. You know what I mean? And then, like you said, it fucks up your head.
Yeah, because if you feel like less of a man in every way, especially when you get the explanation, that's the total breakdown. Like you already mentally are just thinking what Larry thought. Like, oh, this guy must be like better. She must think this guy is better than me in some way. But then when you get the explanation from them, that's when it's total breakdown of your self-confidence, your mental strength. Everything's gone.
Of course, you gotta sponsor us, man. Please, I beg of you.
I'm trying to get sponsorships from like Ciroc for True Hill Heat because we're always drinking Ciroc on there, and like we gotta work on these sponsorships.
We gotta get these sponsors, man. Come on, man. We love you guys, man. You gotta sponsor us, bro.
I'm also trying to get Carrot Cake Oreos to sponsor one of my podcasts because Carrot Cake Oreos is the greatest invention in quite some time.
Carrot Cake Oreos.
Yeah,
Carrot Cake
what is that?
Oreos? It's Oreos. It's a Oreo cookie.
The flavor, bro.
With that's flavored like a carrot cake. The cookie itself is it's like
Oreos have so much flavors, bro.
It's an actual Oreo where you don't take it off and just eat the cream. You actually have to eat the cookie to get the real experience.
I have to try that.
Bro, I remember I was fucking training. Me and my friend, one of my friends, he had a fight, and we were training like to spar with him and shit, getting ready for a fight. And I went inside the fucking supermarket. Oreos had red velvet cake. I was like, why? Mm-hmm. Why are you guys doing this fucking shit to me, son? Oreos has so many fucking flavors.
I didn't know that.
They do.
Yeah. This is amazing.
They do.
Red velvet, carrot cake shit. They have they got just so much, bro. You have to.
I would check it out.
Carrot Cake Oreos is.
But I don't think you eat Oreos, do you?
No, I really don't. But I need to like check this out. This carrot cake, bro.
It's an experience.
Hell
but
yeah, bro.
Anything else we gotta touch on before we wrap things up, guys?
I think we should wrap up.
The next episode we'll touch up on some more. I think Yari, she left a little bit more questions, so we'll get into that. Yari and Witty, shout out to them, man, cause yeah, man.
Shouts out to everyone who's contributing to our mailbags online. Everyone who's subscribed to the YouTube channel.
Thank you.
Hell
we
yeah.
definitely appreciate
Joey
you
Crooks.
guys. We're gonna put out more and more content for Toxic Talk. So until the next episode, we got the living legend, one word himself, Larry Morgan, the true face of the Jobber Tears podcast, Sir Wilkins, and it is me, the True Hill Phenom, SP3. Until the next episode of Toxic Talk, we are signing off.